idea. I remember one time we were in Moore's room, and this is when he was with that one chick. What was her name? Something Briggs or something. And
Sonia?
me and him had taken the box. And hit kids in the hall at one time. And I was dancing around. I was like, it feels like there is a giant ice cube in this room. I was jumping around, and Brittany was like, Brittany, right? Brittany Briggs, yeah. She was like, are you two hiding something? And you were like, nah, it's just weird. And we were absolutely doing something. We were absolutely hiding something. Oh, man. No, dude, the world's most efficient workout, which, joke's on you, it's totally in effect at every gym that I control.
I do not tolerate cowardice.
Hey, look at yeah. Yeah.
I couldn't stand up, so I sit down to pee. And I remember getting up, and as soon as I stood up, I was like, oh shit. So I sat right back down, and I'm like, I'm on a fucking shoe shine box downtown in Osan, in Songton, and I was like, why the fuck? And then I got mad at both of you. I was like, why the fuck did you let me go downtown?
Oh yeah, you were just in your bathroom. I remember that.
And then I went into the tub. I went on top of the fucking sink, and then I finally cracked open my door, which is like a vault. So I opened up the door, and I just barely peeked my eyes out, because I thought I was 100% on the shoe shine box in one of the alleys. And I peek out, and I see stairs just sitting there, because me when I was
No, I don't want no job.
and then I closed the door, got stuck for a little bit longer, and then I went back out.
I'm pretty sure you opened the door and we were both doing the blue Magnum face, right? Like the blue Magnum face, and you went, that makes sense. And then you closed the door again.
Yeah, then I got fucking stuck in there again.
Dude, you know what's more reckless than anything is we used to take the box, then go to the store to buy another box.
Yeah.
Oh my
Sell 'em out, too.
Yeah, we used to sell them out. Hey, whose idea was it to start drinking the Robitussin with the box? Because it conveniently fit in.
That was you guys. That was definitely me, because I did that in Arizona.
Oh God.
I thought it was like you guys that came in at the time. I thought it was then.
No, I think more gave us the idea.
So it's like, he's got the same drug, and you might as well just drink it while you're already high.
Oh my
Yeah, if your little goals get fucked up, you might as well just keep fucking going.
Dude, Starrett loves Robitussin.
Yeah, dude. Hey, I accidentally got high on Robitussin like recently. It's probably like a year and a half ago.
God damn, yeah, it was.
Yeah, I accidentally got high on. Yeah, because of our habits in Korea. Like if I take medicine, I usually just take as much as I have on me because that's much easier than dosing, right? Like that doesn't make any sense. And so I bought a bottle, and for some reason, CVS here or Walgreens names their Dayquil is Wal Tubrin, and then their Robitussin is like Wal. They sound super familiar, right? They sound like the same thing. So I thought I was buying Dayquil, and it was in fact Robitussin, but I drank half the bottle naturally, and I felt way better. And I remember looking at my roommate going, man, I'm starting to feel really good. I better drink the rest of this bottle. And then I drank the rest of it, and then I was instantly in a trip, and then I was at the grocery store, next thing I remember, walking around the aisles. And, yeah.
Dude, me and my little brother used to do that back home. We'd take a bunch of pills and then drink a little bit, and then as soon as we took it, we were like, alright, we gotta go to the store, because we'd go buy some lottery tickets, we got scratch-offs,
Yeah.
and then we would go across the street and get some Swishers. And we would do it in the winter, and I'd let him drive first, because he'd get fucked up. And you know when you turn the high beams on in the winter, how it looks like Cinemax when you're a kid? Like you guys watch Hulk or something. So he would always do that, and he'd take it like a half-mile down the road. And then he'd get too fucked up, and then we got to switch. And then we got stuck in the fucking grocery store one time because it was, like, it's just too bright. There's too many lights in there. And then everything just looks big. There was another time I was stuck in the smoke pit because I got too fucking high in the morning. Because remember when you smoked that first cigarette?
Oh, God.
First cigarette, yeah. After the rocks, yeah. Oh my god, the first cigarette would fucking kill you. I did that. I got a day off or something. Whatever the fuck I was doing. Oh, that was Lobster. Lobster gave me some Klonopins.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I remember.
Lobster was funny once, so he couldn't buy booze yet. I was like, dude, I'll trade you some shots for 151 because that's all I bought back then.
Oh, my God. I do remember that. You were that guy.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I was like, dude, I'll trade you a couple shots of 151 for some Klonopins. And he was just like sold because I saw him on the outside smoking. So I was already fucked up. I saw him. It was like 8 in the morning. Oh, it was during secondary school. So I got off at like 8:30. And I saw him walking back with that little brown bag. And I was just like, what'd you get, man? I know what that fucking bag is. And then came upstairs and I fucking railed both Klonopins that he gave me. Like, just crushed them up. And just went down and had this TV out.
Oh, what up, King Goku? How you doing, dog? I just saw your message. I don't know how long you've been here. You seeing this? Game's going all right. I actually ended up getting the first blood by like just it through a chase, and then ended up like I was in mid for a long time. Like me and Anivia just like swapped positions. Whoo! How you doing, Goku, my boy? Goku. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, well, if I had to die, at least I took one of them with me. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I should chase or run there. So I committed to getting one of them. I don't know if that was smart or bad. Well, I'm crushing the CS, so that's good. I forgot to use my little vine whip. Oh shit, there's 3 of them there, huh?
Dude, yeah, dude, I would say that sounds like crazy, but dude, it kind of just sounds like every night that we hung out with you, you're just gonna be a dick to Bueno at some point in the night. Yeah, yeah, it was fine. I didn't care. Yeah, Yeah, it's like when people ask me, like, why do you think you're doing it? Yeah. Dude, were you guys not thinking at lobster and that's almost got arrested because somebody had been smoking weed in Korea, taken to the cop station, and then there was a fight?
What is Aatrox doing?
That is a good story that I want to remember 100% like. No, absolutely not.
An ally has been slain.
Yeah, they had just dropped it. Yeah, they had just dropped it. Like, when Cell got it.
Damn, maybe I should be roaming a little bit more now.
An ally has been slain. Enemy double kill. Turret plating will fall soon.
Dude, do you guys remember that kid Bales? He was like the nerdy kid. Yeah, the nerdy kid, and like he had this. Do you remember the fish collection he had? And then one day he came to work and everybody was like, hey, it looks like you've been crying, dude. And then he shows us this picture of somebody that just put a full vodka bottle just hanging in his fish tank, and all of us just laughed. He was genuinely Oh, dude, that was an. Oh, you know what? Bales must have gotten there later than us, right? Because we got there. Well. Oh, really? Fuck, I do not remember. Okay, that makes sense. Dude, I remember Hopper, who was really probably one of the coolest. But he was an asshole, but definitely one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life. Yeah, for real. God, man, those are the people we met.
An ally has been
Aprils.
slain.
The big black guy? Abrams. He was my supervisor. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right, dude. Super white Jesus holding a lamb. Dude. Dude. Oh my god, I do remember that. Oh, that's awesome. Holy shit.
Ah. Dang, I almost got away there. Oh, I waited way too long to come buy stuff. I need to buy control wards. Why can't I buy any control wards? Oh, I don't have enough space. I'm not going to sell something to make a control ward. Or am I supposed to? I don't know.
Killing spree. Your team has destroyed a turret.
A. Wait, how do I use the thing? Nice. Damn, in my last game I got an S rank, 8-0 or 8-1. Doing good today. Today's feeling good. A plus. Hey, I got a vote. And I got the most gold. Alright, maybe I should try another ranked game, huh? Or nah. Maybe not. Whatever, I'll try it.
You know what's so funny? You know what's so funny is how retarded 18-year-olds are, and how I cannot believe how I received zero training for anything I did, dude. Oh.
Whew, almost missed it.
God damn. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, I do remember that. That was so disappointing. God, I am like...
It's Darius. It's Darius. Harmony and understanding. Simple truth and trust abounding. I feel like there's no way some of the people I've played against are
You
like
guys were an asshole.
as low ranked as me. This guy just said I don't play jungle.
Oh, yes, dude. Dude, I slightly remember like somebody seeing you guys do that, but you guys were like on the verge of possibly taking trouble or something.
My heart and soul always for Damascus.
Oh my god. Well, thanks for including. I appreciate the life lessons I learned.
What's your main, by the way? Add me on your main.
The debauchery.
Look, dude, I got a mastery token today. Got my first S.
There is no getting rid of that. Well, dude, that's pretty fucking close. Yeah.
Goku, you still with me, buddy? Thinking you could live without me. King Goku.
Dude. You suck at drinking, yeah. They're sweating. Oh, yeah. Yeah, joke's on you, I did.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Ugh, oh god, man. Crazy. Fuck, dude, I don't even remember half that shit. It's crazy what 10 years will do.
An enemy has been slain.
Or are you off the phone?
Yeah, I was like, fuck, just crazy. God, Vegas is gonna be nuts.
Oh, is that who you're going with?
Yeah. I'm so glad that, like, I I was definitely the guy in the military. I was younger than everybody, right? So I was always the one doing the dumbest shit, and those idiots were the ones that definitely caused most of it. Oh God, what's your password?
R2Z capital here. I mean
R2Z.
R2 capital Z 9 GB question mark. God damn it, dude.
Getting worse.
I was like, oh, I'll play another ranked game, and I've only played 2 ranked games. Both times Garen has been banned.
Yeah. I mean, Garen's a
Or one
super-
time Garen got banned, one time Garen got picked. Fuck.
Who are you going against?
Riven?
Yeah, it's a hard one for Scion.
Yeah, this is the second game of Scion I've played since. Like, it's so dumb. I can't believe that that's what got banned. Like, why Garen? Garen doesn't get banned in any of the non-ranked. I never see Garen get banned.
Well, yeah, he's just super good in ranked solo queue.
God, dude, I'm feeding hard. 0-3. You can turn it up, by the way.
Yeah, I'll turn it up. Fuck, man. I gotta try to find the time to learn about gems. Dude, what if that is just a couple million?
Dude, yeah, for real, like, you could just be done working.
Forever. How do you avoid paying taxes on everything?
Well, what do you mean? Well, it just depends on how you, God damn it. Like, if you sell it all at, like, pawn shop, or at, like, conventions and stuff, then that's easy. The only thing I use my special for is to run away.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Grandma. Hey, real quick. Hey, I have a friend that is into cards, collectible cards. So I wanted to let you know that if it is possible that I can maybe at least take some of those cards and get them praised and see. Okay, beautiful. Like I said, I'll call you a little bit later this week when I have a schedule for the weekend, but if nothing else, I'm thinking maybe I'll come by this weekend and help you go through some more things. It was good, yes. They're all. Yeah, I just happened to be talking to one of my friends, and he's really into collectible cards. And he said, "Hey, like don't get rid of them. They may be worth a lot. So we'll go ahead and see if all those cards are worth something too." No, thank you. All right, I'll give you a call a little bit later this week, Grandma. All right, have a good night. All right. You too. All right.
I have every intention of paying you back. I'm broke right now, bro. Look at that. You look at it. That is money. That's not mine that I sent to you because I wanted to calm you down. We know for a fact. You placed a bet with that money. Never placed a bet with that money. Yes, you did. No. Let me ask you something.
Oh my god, is there no way to escape this motherfucker? Oh my god.
Oh, Redden's just shitting on you now.
Yeah, the whole game.
She's a snowbally champ too, so.
Yeah, it just sucks. Like, fuck. I mean, I just need to learn more characters than Garen.
And in rank 2, like, don't be ashamed to use like a tactical quit. Like if you know you're gonna get shit on.
What do you mean?
At your rank, like it's okay to quit at character.
Oh, a character selection? Yeah. Yeah, I should have just done that, actually. Yeah, why the fuck didn't I do that? Because it's 5 minutes, right? Yeah, I should have just done that once I realized
and
that
the
Garen
rank
was.
you lose is so much less.
Oh, you'd lose rank for doing that?
Yeah. But at your rank, it's like 1/6. Plus, you just don't want to not have fun, right? You don't want to get just shit on. If
Yeah.
you don't know how to play.
Well, I mean, Scion, like before I quit playing, like I was getting pretty decent with Scion, so like I don't know, thought that it wouldn't be that bad, but yeah, I don't really remember.
A super mobile champion like Riven just sucks.
Yeah, that's what actually people were saying that in the beginning. They were like, "Oh, you're playing against Riven, rip," and I was like, "Oh."
Yeah.
What up, Clark? How you doing?
It's okay. Thank you. Okay. Sorry.
No, we're good.
It's all good now. Let me get dressed.
What could you possibly be looking for in forest dressed in such a big paper bag?
Yeah, I don't understand. Like in a few of the games I've played, people in the beginning will like it'll come up that some of us are new, and like people will be like, "What the fuck?" Like freaking out, and it's like,
You're the same rank as
yeah, aren't we supposed like? Isn't everybody new at bronze? Like I don't understand.
No, not at all.
We must bestow a gift upon her. Gold plates are still more than enough. This will be our gift. Quick, you put the snap.
God damn it.
Where's my gun? Where is it? You have it on you? Oh, okay, you going to this fucking weekend thing tonight? You could? No, it's not you could. You will. You'll meet me there. Smells good. What is it, barbecue chicken? So, I wanted to talk about the Trump scenario.
Where are you going?
I'm heading into the city. Late night event. Gonna go 2, 3, you never know anymore. So I'll be exhausted tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then
Anyway, I'll finish the conversation there, but it was literally so awkward.
I just took how good with my girl tonight. Okay, well then, just hang up. Let me talk to you. 2 seconds.
Okay. What?
Just observe how you were beyond the threat.
Yeah, you told me that 5 times.
Well, I just wanted, you really, really didn't know how bad I was, okay? So,
I do.
everything is cool, right?
What do you mean?
I don't know, just about everything.
Okay.
Make sure everything's good.
Why wouldn't I do that?
I don't know, I just thought I'd check in.
Okay, well, I would feel like you're talking about stuff.
That's right, 'cause I'm an idiot. You love me. Okay, I'm gonna get into the city. Yeah, I'll see you in the morning,
Have fun.
like I always do.
Anyway, when we're there, you know, I have like a complete resting bitch face. So,
I just wanna thank God for all the great football that in my life.
Dun-dun-dun. Maybach music.
What are you doing? No touching. No touching. I'm starting to touch this. Oh my god. How are you in this hard right now?
Where you going? I was already inside. Listen, I don't remember seeing you outside. Friends with the weekend. Listen, I'm gonna put this out. Listen, watch the yelling. I'm coming over this. Yo, use the phone. The legend is in the motherfucking building. Yeah. Let you show me that pose and shit. Where's Julia? She in there? Yeah, she's back there somewhere. You know what's going on with my Michael Jackson match? I'll come by tomorrow and pick it up. Just don't celebrate till weekend. Well, where? Where? I don't need to get in your business. I don't want to get involved, but I'm still going back on this weekend.
Damn, dude, he's just. Damn, he's just fighting the weekend. Oh, fuck, dude. Adam Sandler is.
Fuck yeah.
Oops. I wasn't even paying attention. Just like walked into enemies. Oh, please vote yes. Please. God damn it. Failed to surrender. Damn. It's funny how taking a break from stuff can like not this game, and definitely not with Scion, but like coming back, like I've almost felt better now.
Yeah, it happens.
Cause like I feel more calm, and like I feel like I can see the overall picture. Like I've had, not only do I do better in games, but I feel like I've had some moments where I'm like, holy shit, like that was dope.
Yeah.
Like actually doing stuff, pulling off clutch plays, faking people out.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the notebook. I'm looking at it right now, okay? It's gorgeous. Because I just... Turn that down. Listen, I'm doing some phases of my own, okay? And then I'm going to bring credit to the work. I swear to you, okay? I'm getting a call. I have to go. Thank you so much for calling me back so quickly. No, I didn't mean to worry you. I saw online that your boss represents Kevin Barnett. Okay, sure, I'll hang on. No, tell her no. I'm not here. Fuck it. Where are you? I asked you a question. Where are you? No. That's so. Let me guess. You're not coming to work today. That must be nice to come to work whenever you feel like it. Is that good? Is that good? Maybe you should take a nap then. Take a nap. Get your rest. You need to remain attractive, right? Answer me.
I just want to sit down and talk to you.
Okay. And I just need to work, okay? I need to work to make sure that your cheating ass is taken care of. Goodbye. This is how we're at.
Yeah, my assistant told me what you called. How are you doing?
I'm not gonna lie to you, I could be better.
Sorry.
So,
What can I do for you?
I've been having a situation with one of your higher profile players, and I'm moments away right now from making things very ugly.
Okay. Can you hang up?
No, I'm not hanging on. I happen to be a litigious individual. And I am a second away from hanging up right now and calling my lawyer and the police.
You realize I don't know what you're talking about, right? You're going to talk very fast and you're starting to sound like an asshole. So back up.
Never mind. Captain! Hey! Punch the man. Close the fucking door. Go to the other buzzer, please. Hurry up. You're right there. Go ahead.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
We don't got time for this shit. You got a game tonight. Okay. All right, good. There it is.
Damn, I can't let him in the door. Fuck. Dude, the stress. Cool, I'm first pick. Top of the fucking hour.
This usually works. This will work immediately. And get ready to buzz. Okay. Buzz. Are you fucking kidding me? Hit it from the side, please.
Oh my god. Holy shit, dude. The anxiety that I would be going through right now.
Dude, yeah.
Wrong man. Come out of here. Listen, we're having a fucking connection issue. Just get me some fucking metal shavings and the cool fucking kid, alright? God damn it. I'm going to get this hospital. I promise you this will work. Hurry the fuck up, bro. Thank you.
5-man invade? Hell yeah, why not? What is a 5-man invade? No, they just banned Garen. Alright, I'm dropping.
Listen to him, listen.
I give it to you for free. I'm that kind of guy. Just I'm buying into an auction.
What you talking about?
The auction.
Yeah.
Listen, make a bid. Make a bid. That's
When
the
is it?
auction.
When?
It's Sunday. No, come to.
Damn it. Every game, Garen gets banned. Why?
I want to, Kevin. I fucking love you. I feel like an asshole, believe me. You are. No, shut down. Let me fucking do this. Jesus.
Oh my god, dude.
I got you everything. Please, stop knocking. It's not gonna help. No, go. I'm so goddamn sorry. I'm so sorry. Get that water. Get the cold water.
Oh my god, he pawned the ring. Oh my god, no. Oh, dude.
So, I'll give it to Damani. I'll give it to him. I'll get it to Damani. No, I'll give it to you. I need this stone. I need this. I know, you don't have to. I do need it. I do, but I need the stone. I need the stone.
You need the song?
Yeah.
Where's my ring at?
I'll get you the ring. I'm going to give it to Damani. I'll give it to you. He'll give it to you.
I'll see you later.
He'll go to
This is
Boston.
bullshit, yo.
If I
Open this fucking door, yo.
forgive me for being this fucking
Yo, buzz us out.
boy. We'll buzz you out, all right? Please buzz him out. They can't forgive everything I did and the time I wasted, and you fucking asshole. You fucking did this. Yo, what have you been telling me?
What the fuck are you talking about, Howard? Look, this is how this shit works. I bring niggas here to you to buy jewelry. That's how I get fucking paid,
A
alright?
lot of nerve talking to me right
What
now.
are you talking about?
Yeah, so you fucking
The nigga just offered you $250,000 for a fucking rock, dummy. That's all me.
What's the use? Right.
Yeah.
I had nothing to do
That's
with it.
20
You
fucking
spoke to
grand.
those guys in Ethiopia, right? You put all the calls in? Yeah, my bad.
Fuck you, my nigga. I'm taking all my niggas somewhere. Where that shit at?
What the fuck?
Get out of here. There's only 3 fucking watches in here.
I want you in there.
Fucking the rest of my shit. Where my watches
I
at?
loan them. I loan them.
What do you mean you loan them?
There's a fake goalie. Someone.
Nigga, it's my shit. Nigga, the box is mad expensive.
I own it.
Dr. Blevin on line one.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Hi, doctor. What's going on?
What's the
Yeah, please be quiet.
Is everything okay?
What the fuck is this? Bitch ass. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Howard,
What do I got?
looking at the results here from the colonoscopy, so we're good. You're all good. Everything came back.
You said it's good?
Yeah, I said you're
Oh,
all
good. Thank you. That's a
Howard,
relief.
relax. This is just
Listen to
My
me.
father fucking died from it.
Of course. I'm sorry to scare you, but you know, given your family history,
I know. Jews and colon cancer. What is that? I thought we were the chosen people.
Look, colon cancer just paid for my house in Manhattan.
Tell me that. Wait, what part of the Hamptons? How many acres? Where do you live? You're gonna kill us there? What the fuck? Mike, please. Get a glass. Get a glass. What the fuck are you doing? You fucking asshole. Get a fucking another glass. Get another glass. God damn it. I got you. I got you, sweetheart. Joey, please get some more glasses. Can't see the water there, all right?
All right, Howard, I'm hanging up.
I told you I was coming to you. I'm coming to you. I got to go. Don't you dare leave. No.
Howard, stop. You're being fucking crazy again. Stop.
I got no time to talk. I have to be at least in 15 minutes before
Alright,
they
I'll go
go.
with you.
And I got to get to my father-in-law.
Howard,
It's
please.
enough.
I'm really sick. I don't feel well. I'm not
I see you in a big rush to come over here,
I
huh?
wasn't really
You got
sick.
yourself a fucking smoothie?
I wasn't a big rush.
I want you. You're out of the apartment by the end of the day.
Fuck you.
Out of my life.
Hey. Yo, this shit's crazy. Damn, what's crazy is she really wasn't fucking The Weeknd.
Well, she was feeling his dick.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, I'm not saying she was doing what she was doing was right, but like she really
Dude, The
didn't
Weeknd
fuck The
fucked the
Weeknd.
girl.
Dude, I would be surprised if I caught a chick in there. I would 100% know they fucked The Weeknd.
Yeah.
Oh shit. You've reached the last checkpoint before honor level 3. GG. 2 key fragments. Keep it up, brother. But where's a chest for them key fragments? Mazel tov. Now I've got 2 keys, but nowhere to put them, dude. Wait, how do I turn autofill off? I don't want to do autofill.
Natalie, you're up.
Wait, we switched my dad.
Where are we?
Now why don't you read the plates?
Is this the guy that fucking...
Is there a way to turn autofill off?
I have no idea.
It says autofill activated. Position shortages can lead to much higher queue times. You may be assigned to a different position to balance out the shortages. I don't... Is that an option, or is that something I'm stuck with?
Arun,
Wild animals.
Devar,
Pestilence.
Shin,
Boils.
Varan,
Hail.
Arban,
Locusts.
Bosher,
Darkness.
Makat, Bakurin,
Death of the firstborn. Hardcore back there. That could still happen. You know, watch yourself, kids.
You send me something like that and you don't pick up your phone? You fucking with me? I'm trying to have a nice peaceful dinner with my family, which is something you won't understand because you don't have one. You wanna play mind games with me? Huh? So whenever you met by your little link, I went and I said, I want you out of my apartment tonight. And I want confirmation. Or text, not away. Via text, Harry, I am gone. 10 p.m. Don't you fucking call me. Oh, what the fuck? Can we just fucking talk? We're family. We're here right now. Yeah, yeah, not so tough without your friends around, are you? How are you? How are you?
Oh, you love this roster? I love it. We've got Aaron Davis' stuff. Star Fresh. Hello, Amari. What about Lynn? That's it. We gotta bring back Lynn.
Hey, you know what? Fucking, Lynn's not coming back.
Alright, they didn't ban Garen. So as long as I don't pick Garen, I get to play Garen.
You know what he says to me? He comes up and he says, happy holidays. It's like it's Christmas. It's like having an intruder from John Bother. Alright?
Woo! We're Garen. What's up, Jen? How you doing, buddy?
This is a KGM. Oh, 3 for 11? What the fuck? Yeah, he looks tortured. That fucking guy tried to steal an opal from me. Oh, you're okay. Yeah? Stupidly, I landed to this motherfucker. What do you mean, he's okay? He stole it? He didn't steal it, he got carried away. He thinks it has magic powers. Magic powers. No, look at him tonight. Reality. He didn't have it tonight. Look how fucking bad he played. He wants to own it. So I tell him, come to the auction and fucking make a bid for it. Like everyone else. When is this auction? The auction is Monday. Okay, so what do you think it's worth? Well, listen, it's anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000 a carat, and 600 carats. Oh, that's over $1 million. He's rich. Which is gooey, but working on that. Who's comparing? Rich is rich.
I just thought that they actually got the weekend in this movie. It's pretty good.
Real.
What are we doing from now?
Don't look at us, don't look at him, don't look at me, find it yourself. Come on, keep looking. Now walk. Very
Keep looking. Keep looking.
You have a protein bar I can snack?
Yeah, I got.
You only have the apple ones, huh?
No, I'm out of those now. But I only have cookie dough ones right now from Quest.
Oh, gotcha. I'm good.
You don't want it?
I was in the mood for some chocolate.
They're chocolate chip.
The cookie dough ones?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, I need to re-up on my proteins. Oh yeah, no, I have another of the same brand as the Apple ones, but they're also cookie dough.
Yeah. Oh, do you? Can I try one of those?
Yeah.
Is it just in your room?
It's right inside my door.
Cool.
We're all together right now. Oh, so comfortable. It's like, is it too late? Should we maybe? What do you think? Am I crazy?
Are you serious right now?
Yeah, right now. Oh shit, how many calories?
400.
I'm not having this conversation.
Those animal ones.
God, not for 1 second. Just look at me. Look in my eyes. You know, tell you what I'm feeling. Please, please. Are you kidding? What? Tell me. What?
Fucking wrecked.
Okay. I'm gonna leave. I don't need it. She's trash. That's the point. I'm stupid. I'm done. I'm done. It means nothing. Nothing. Please. Give me back. Just give me enough.
Oh, you should be harassing the fuck out of him. After he uses his sword, it has about a 6-second cooldown.
I think you are the most annoying person I've ever met. I hate being with you. I hate looking at you. And if I had my way, I would never see you again.
It's what she has. You know, and it makes sense. You can punch me if you want. Right?
Wait, what happened?
Nothing. The family just walked in while she was telling him she hates him.
Wait, oh no, I still have the same. Oh my god. I still have my Scion runes. Dude, I'm so stupid.
That shouldn't be much different, right?
Oh, they're different. God damn it. I just got a biscuit. I was like, what the fuck is that for?
There's that private part, guys. Oh my god.
So what do I even do with the biscuit? I guess I just sell it.
Yeah, you can sell it. You can use it.
What, doesn't it give me mana?
Well, and health.
Does it increase my maximum health? No.
Increases maximum mana.
Yeah, which I don't have any.
You're good. Jump. Yeah, use a biscuit.
Bathroom's all fucked up because of construction, so ask the neighbor. You ever seen the show Good Times? I like this.
Pop another potion.
I showed it to you.
What? No! Oh my god! I don't have Ignite. I fucking teleported in. Oh my god, dude. I am so heated right now. I can't believe this. I finally get Garen, and I fuck it up. God damn it, dude. And I have to play a whole hour like this.
Hey, stop that. Fucking lady. Hello? Hi. I'm not.
I fucking teleported.
Hey, how are you? I'm your neighbor. I never introduced myself. My bathroom's all fucked up. My son needs to use yours for a second. What is it, number one, number two? You gotta go one. All right, so we go quick. It's right in the back. In the back. Holy shit. Oh, yeah.
Well, should be wearing like lingerie.
Shen's gonna teleport down to them.
Yeah? Hey, I'm coming. Yeah, yeah. Come on, let's go.
Who's the girl living in your apartment?
What'd you say?
Yeah, they got some hot chick living in your apartment. Who's that, Mom?
Who's doing talking that cokehead?
You suck.
Tell you to go in there and take a shit. That was it. Get on the elevator. Enough. Don't talk about that anyway.
How does the enemy have vision on our... Oh, he's... Oh, do we have a guy just not playing?
If they want anybody else around, they're gonna have to be brand.
Stops right on.
Thank you.
What the fuck is this? This is a mistake.
It's a correction.
No, it's a correction, but it's a fucking mistake. Where's Ann? I want to speak with her.
I
Call on the phone, please. Thank you.
You promise to keep your voice down? Yes. I'm happy to help her.
Jesus.
Hello, Anne.
Can you ask me how the fucking 155 bullshit happened?
Did you hear that? Okay.
What? What did she say?
I'm afraid that's your fault.
I know that's what it says. I'm asking who came up with the fucking figure.
Oscar and Jen.
Oh, Oscar's fucking wrong. I could go out and get 6 appraisers right now. 5 of them would pay at least $3,000 a cap.
Who's saying he can go to 6?
Give me the phone. Can I speak to her, please? Can I speak to her?
I'm sorry, I don't think you said.
Damn. This is fucking outrageous.
Calm yourself down.
I don't want to be calm. I'm just appraisal's a fucking joke. Who clearly knows nothing about colored stone. Why the fuck am I hearing about it now? I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care. It needs to be changed. Do it. Pull it? Okay? Here's what you'll do. You're gonna make an announcement at the top of the auction that the correction was wrong and the original estimate stands. Thank you so much. Okay, no, I'm sorry to. Yes, that would be perfect. I'll let her know. Okay? Thank you so much. I mean, I wasn't in the right manner. I apologize. Okay, I'll tell her. Thank you. Okay. So she said that we need to take the inserts out of each catalog before the auction starts. So you have those. If you want to throw a box down there, I can start on those. What is that? What are you doing?
I have a question for Anne.
You don't need to call. I just spoke it.
Oh, you have a question. Go ahead.
Howard.
Hi, Anne. Keep saying what you're hoping.
Okay, hey, listen. Just fucking put it back in. I don't give a shit. Go! You're a cypher, hey. Cage it is, I didn't see it. Listen to me, listen. If you want that, you get it before the auction starts. He's up, go to the auction. He's a great guy. He'll love you. So I'm gonna ask you a little favor. Yeah. What? So, I need you to jack up the bids. What? No. A little bit. Just here and there, you make a bid for. I just gotta want to show we get it up to 250. What if I win at 250? That's easy. I'll give it right back to you. But you know, hey. But you don't really like the way you book me, you know. I want to make it. You think I'm worth it? I should have got my own appraisal, but I didn't have the time. How much they appraisal? 200. 200? Yeah, but these assholes they don't have an Opal specialist. My guy at the AGL says 500 just based off the pictures. Okay, listen, 20% I'll give you for the wedding bed. It's a good part. KG's gonna buy it. It's not a problem. This guy's obsessed with his stone. Today was supposed to be about Aaron meeting KG. Cool. To show support. That's what today was supposed to be. Well, this is support. This is support like there's nothing wrong. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. We move on now, ladies and gentlemen, to lot number 38. Or 38, we have a sale with notice. I'm required to inform you all that this fine Ethiopian black opal presented here before you all, to the left, my right, is now offered with a revised estimate of 155 to 225,000 US dollars. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a fine piece, collector's work, and most importantly, it is windowed on either side to reveal the full spectrum of dazzling color and inspired pattern within. So, never mind, ladies and gentlemen, coming to ready, poise in the front, you can all raise your panels. We'll start the bidding now at $20,000. 20,000, 30,000, we'll have 40,000. 40,000, gentlemen's bid.
I keep trying to fucking
40,000. We'll have 50,000. 50,000. Be back to sir. 50,000 out against us. We'll say 60,000 out against us. 70,000 out against us. 100,000 now. Bid with you, sir. Great place a big old giant
Damn.
leap. A big old giant leaper at 100,000. No longer yourself. It's against you, sir. Try one more, sir. I'll even break an increase. Can I urge you to consider a bid of 105,000, sir? Sure. Positive. No further. Defiant, no less. Looking then for 110 the rook. 100,000 up. To any further bid, 110,000. Welcome back, sir. 110,000 now. Once again against you, sir. Try 120. 120. Try one more, sir. Try 130. 130. Try 140. 140,000. Come on, sir. It's up and again to 150. Try one more at 150,000. No longer yours. Try 160. 160. Back against you again. We'll try one more at 170. 170 now. Say 180. Say 180. $180,000 now. Bid back against you, sir. You're looking for 190. $190,000 is bid against you.
Damn, he offered him 250.
190,000. Firm, your advisor now. Move this up any higher, any further. The last chance is to move this along. You do it with 190,000. Move this up any higher, any further. Sure, sir. Last chance. Fair one. With you, sir. $190,000 against the farm, against the rest of the road.
Oh my god.
What?
They bought it. 190,000. No.
172.
Oh my god.
Good. I'm so goddamn sorry.
Alright, I gotta get to bed. I'm exhausted.
What time is it? Damn.
Only 9. Long day of fucking.
Long day of fucking. Oh, fuck.
Shut down. Shut down.
You still there, Sergeant?
An ally has been slain. Enemy killing
Oh no, no, we doing promo. Keep it promo. Trying to keep it up so it's so simple. Alright, let's do another one.
I do not tolerate cowardice. My heart and sword, always for Demacia.
She.
I do not tolerate cowardice.
Trying to keep it up don't seem so simple. Sick.
Always for Demacia.
Trying to keep it up, don't seem so simple. Let your friends know.
I enlisted with the Navy when I was 17, and then I failed out of high school. The Marine Corps took me as far as MCRD, and then they found a heart murmur, and I got sent home. I pissed away a year of my life making awful choices, and one day woke up and walked downstairs where my father was waiting in the dining room, and I said, if I don't join the Army or the Air Force, I am going to end up face down in a ditch probably in a couple of weeks because I have nothing. And a couple of weeks later, I raised my right hand, and they gave me some waivers, and I joined. And I was 19 when I enlisted, and I turned 20 in basic training.
Wow. No. I think the beginning of my military was like yours. I had gotten kicked out of high school or dropped from the academic roles because of not.
Bro, there's a couple different types of people who join the military. Let me give you my completely non-personal take that is going to trigger a bunch of people, but most veterans and most active service, active duty people will agree. Okay, you have the dudes that come from broken homes and like shit-ass backgrounds who want to fucking run away from their families. A lot of times that's partnered up with predatory practices, predatory recruitment practices, and also a Camaro that you can potentially buy, okay, that you can purchase. Then you have the military family guys who are also ironically oftentimes coming from shitty backgrounds as well, or they're doing it because like everyone in their fucking family is military, okay? They're like, my dad was military, my grandfather was military, I'm gonna fucking be military. And then you have the real freaks, okay? The officer like ROTC program Andes that like literally fast track into becoming an officer. All the other kids who enlisted at 18 fucking hate them, and all those psychos then turn around and go and get a fucking MBA at Harvard, and then before you know it, they're Tom Cotton walking around talking about how we need to actually destroy everyone who says they are Democratic Party members. I don't even know if Tom Cotton was an officer, but yeah, and then they go and fucking work at McKinsey and then become a politician. Okay, that's the three broad like military American military backgrounds that you get. Active duty military, you're pretty accurate. You mentioned that I joined the serve my country type. Yeah, but that type is dying, and I don't mean literally. I mean like this type no longer exists as much, and the reason is because 9/11 is a distant memory, and 18-year-olds don't know 9/11, so they don't give a shit. You know what I mean? I joined to serve my country type. There's a lot of you in here that literally did that. There's a lot of you who probably did that. There's like active, there's, you know, people who fucking toured, shit like that. Post 9/11, enlistment went up. Like, they fucking, enlistment skyrocketed. Everybody was trying to join the military because they were whipped up in like this religious, almost religious fervor to defend America from our enemies, both domestic and foreign. But that type doesn't exist anymore, which is why like the American military has like increased the predatory recruitment practices by trying to fucking lock you in at the age of 14 with like you know, sweepstakes and shit like that. Like, no one gives a shit anymore about the American military. The job, the shitty job. You act like you give a fuck, you do this, okay? So, oh my god, I love our vets. But in real life, it's like no one cares. Like, absolutely zero people care. It's these are wars that our young are fighting, that are slated to never end. So the whole purpose is that the war has to go on forever so that the American military industrial complex can continue making money. You're a piece of shit. People are literally willing to die for you to say shit takes like that. What the fuck is wrong with you? Says _Austin. Yeah, dude, you're totally right. It's so funny though that like the vets in here agree with me, but you, random chatter, JROTC Andy over here, are like, people are willing to die for you. Hey man, can you explain to me as easily as you can, as quickly as you can, how killing a pedophile goat herder in Afghanistan is going to defend my liberties? Or how that same pedophile goat herder was ever going to impact my free speech in any meaningful capacity? Please explain that. Giving like bags and bags of cash to random pedophile warlords in Afghanistan is not defending my free speech. Okay? These people are willing to die for you doesn't mean anything. Just because someone says they're willing to die for you doesn't mean that, like, what they're ultimately doing, legitimately defending, like, my rights or my liberties. Okay? Do you have any idea what the special forces do, like SEAL teams, MARSOC, Rangers, and Airborne Division do? Sorry. Yes. You're right. Murdering an American asset and then blowing up $1 million fucking helicopter in the process is what one of the wonderful things that the SEAL team does. You know, murdering an American CIA asset that is literally one block down from the Pakistani, like, fucking military complex, jerking off to hentai, playing Nintendo 64, murdering that guy and blowing up a helicopter in the process is what the SEAL teams do. Or massacres in general. Some of you should probably talk to veterans who have a better understanding of things that they did. Maybe it will open your perspective. Actually, you know what? I'll play one of my favorite videos of all time, okay? Friend of the show, Abby Martin's boyfriend slash husband, I guess. I don't know if they're married or not. Mike Prison. Don't listen to me. You're a veteran's take on it, okay? How about that? He was arrested outside the White House with 130 other veterans from the Iraq War.
We're here to say to all those serving in the Army, and the Marines, and the Air Force, and the Navy, that you have the absolute right to refuse to take part in these criminal wars, and that's a right that all of you should exercise. You have no reason to go put your life on the line and kill and die for profit. We've been to Iraq, we've been to Afghanistan, and we know what these wars are really about. And we joined the military for many reasons. Because we need a college education, because we need a job, because we need health care. And then we joined the military, and they tell us that our enemies are poor people in caves in Afghanistan, or poor people in the deserts of Iraq. But we've been to those countries, and we know that our enemies are not other poor people abroad. Our enemies are the people that laid us off from our jobs, that denied us health care, that make it impossible to get an education. Our enemies are not in the poorest countries on the planet, but right here in the richest one. The occupations of Iraq and Afghanistan alone are costing over $700 million every single day. This is a crime.
You know what's funny? So they arrested him after this. So this dude, you know, put his life on the line to defend our free speech, brother, and then got arrested for exercising it. Oh, Jesus Christ. The DOD is the world's largest hiring body, followed by sometimes the Chinese military and followed by Walmart. They switch off. But the Department of Defense is like, the Pentagon is the largest single organization that hires the most people.
We try to train each and every soldier, Marine, Airman, and Sailor that a target is only a silhouette, to take away that shock value, to take away that burden of responsibility of what you're about to do. But the inability to sympathize with another human being would make our job impossible. If someone is hurt, if someone is wounded, if someone is injured, if someone is sick, if someone needs to give birth, and they are not wearing an American flag, we will still render that, because we have to have that sympathy. We have to have that empathy.
Bro, but like also at the same time, why are they hurt? Why are they in need of medical attention? Just think, it's not like they randomly fell down the stairs and you happen to be there and now you're there to help. Like, they're in need of medical attention because, you know, they either got shot by other homies in your battalion or a bomb fucking exploded over their house.
You can at least sympathize with the lives that are upended because of this conflict.
Of course.
You know, when we talk about the civilians that have to deal with this, you know, especially in the situation that you talked about where they, you know, don't have what we have. You know, like I immigrated from a country where refrigeration was a luxury.
Right.
You know, so, you know, there's more involved than just, you know, the A side and B side.
Oh, yeah. Oh, of course.
Drone warfare scares me.
They made the controllers for some of our automated weapons. They turned them into Xbox-style controllers because the argument is, oh, well, because, you know, we understand Xbox controllers. This generation understands this style of controllers, and it becomes easier and easier and easier and easier and easier to pull the trigger and think that there's no consequence.
Look, I'm sorry, I can't even wait till I sit down. I understand everything you're both saying about how technology can affect what can happen in the world. Precision strikes all over, but to sit there and take, in my opinion, a naive perspective in saying that drone technology is going to have such a profound effect when it comes to the impact of how we conduct the business of war, because it is a business at the end of the day. If it can prevent the loss of life, precise strikes to limit the loss of our brothers and sisters' lives, I am 100% for it. The humanity of war, of you taking a life and you seeing that, and the emotional impact of the rest of the people in that room, versus one person sitting on a computer who we can keep in a safe environment and provide mental health and care for, where's the real downside? We are still taking life, regardless. But it's being done in a precise manner that is actually preventing the loss of our soldiers' lives.
Dude, that's so scary, dude. That's such a fucking terrible take. It just kind of goes to show you the lack of consideration to the lives that these people have taken, if they have actually taken lives. They just don't give a fuck. Like, they don't care that we're just blowing people up regularly, dude. That's fucking wild to me. It is wild to me that, like, we can have a conversation about this. Like, we can have a debate about this. Like, you know, which way should we murder people? Well, you know, if we do drones, like, you know, our KD will look better.
Only disagreed because I'm more in the middle, honestly. I've seen the positive and the negative that can come out of drones. Like you said, you can minimize the loss of life by not having a pilot up there. But I completely agree with what you were saying, where it's becoming like almost like a video game. So I'm kind of in the middle, honestly.
But what's the difference from you pushing that button or sitting up there with a Mark 19 raining down on a village 40mm grenades, raining down hellfire?
There's a psychological difference between you doing it and seeing it in person on the ground versus doing it from behind or in like a room from a drone. You know, I think like I said, I'd have to do a lot more research and figure out the specifics, but I think there's a psychological difference between those two types of kills.
Okay, but what you're saying there is you would rather inflict more harm and mental
Bro, this is psychotic. Like, normal humans should look at this conversation between two people and recognize how psychotic this combo is. This is insane, dude.
Language on the soldier by physically being there, by pulling that trigger, by letting that Mark 19 40mm grenade go,
right,
and rip and watch the destruction they're doing and put them into anxiety and depression and PTSD versus it being a video game that they can turn off and begin to function as a normal human being and not have that long-term damage.
But the thing you're forgetting is it's not a video game. Those are real people that they just killed with that drone. So the psychological effects might be the exact same.
They could be. And no, I'm very well aware that those are real people. I've walked in those deserts. I've walked down those streets. I know exactly what you're talking about. If you're telling me that with your experience and your PTSD, if you couldn't take that away and put yourself in a
Are they gonna talk about like who's dying in the process at any point? Like, what the fuck's going on, dude? He's just like, dude, my PTSD is so bad from doing the murders. Like, we should eliminate that PTSD by doing the murders from really far away. Like, how about not doing the murders? I don't know. Like, am I crazy? Just don't do the fucking murders. I feel like
in a space to be able to have gone through that experience and not dealt with the fallout and the repercussion, the fear. You wouldn't want that?
If I am fighting an enemy that I have no connection to, and they are fighting an enemy that they have no connection to, what is the incentive to stop?
The answer is very clear. Mutual self-destruction. Nuclear technology has been around for years.
Wait, shut the fuck up. Like, okay, are we giving Afghanistan a nuke? Is that the advocacy that we're engaging in? Like, we should give Iran, fuck stopping their nuclear program. We should give them the nuke. My man said mutual self-destruction. Yeah, dude, the mutual self-destruction of, like, Yemen being under a forced famine as a consequence of, like, the Saudi regime blockade and active warfare and bombs being dropped upon Yemen every day, American bombs like that. Where's the mutual self-destruction there? What are they gonna do, bro? Are they gonna fight back? Like, how are they gonna fight back? With slingshots, dude?
The military receives too much funding.
Bro, they should have had, like, some anti-war vets, dude. Like, they should have had some fucking anti-imperialist veterans. Like, what the fuck is this? This conversation is, like, almost like a circle jerk from the point of view of imperialism. It's just, it is turned into propaganda.
I can already sense the answers with the people that don't agree with me. We spend a drastic amount of money on our department.
Anti-war vets don't exist. You're literally wrong. You are wrong. You're surrounded by them in here in this chat.
From a defense. A lot of
What
that
are you
money
talking
just
about?
doesn't even go to the troops themselves. It goes to defense contractors and research and development. Our military is so large and so spread out that when you get to the level of the individual soldier, sailor, service member, there's not a lot of money to invest in them personally, especially when you're looking at equipment or, you know, healthcare, things like that, you know? So we've gotten used to this conversation where, you know, if we don't spend all this money on the military, we're not supporting our troops. And truthfully, I just think that money could be used more wisely to invest in our troops, especially when they get out, so that they don't have to face these battles alone.
You know what? You said something there that made me waver.
Yeah.
Okay, and I know you know the pushback that you were expecting. And
Absolutely.
you're right. You're 100% right. Esprit de corps, how could you say we need to cut back on defense spending?
Right.
There's a lack of accountability and transparency that's happening.
Absolutely.
It's being hidden under documents of paperwork that are being submitted to Congress and the Senate for approval. And defense spending, realistically, we're what? How many times over the next country?
The next 13 countries combined,
Yeah.
we spend more than them.
Yeah, it was the next
It's a lot.
13 combined, exactly.
Especially because departments within the military, right? How many times have you heard use or lose, right?
Oh
the
my
end of
God.
the end of the fiscal year
Oh
is
my
coming.
God.
If you don't use the rest of your budget, you risk budget cuts, and now your unit's buying a whole bunch of BS that they didn't have before and needed.
Well, and the worst part about it is we're spending this money, and the common phrase in the military, made by the lowest bidder.
Right.
You're not getting quality equipment. You're getting, it's tested, but it's not the best piece of equipment you can have based upon the amount of money that's spent.
Trans people should be allowed in the military.
I'll be honest, I didn't expect this.
Really?
Yeah, me either.
Okay. Honestly, why did you
Why?
expect it?
Bro, they are such libs. They didn't even get like a hardcore hoorah dipshit chud vet either. Like, they didn't get the classic military veteran that is a meme at this point. They didn't get a single one of those guys, okay? They're all libs, and they don't even have a fucking, like, leftist, like, anti-imperialist veteran either.
Especially when I was in, there's a lot of concern with the readiness aspect of it, you know, being able to support soldiers that are transitioning, things like that.
Right.
The reason why I came to the middle is because as long as they meet the standard and that it doesn't affect readiness, I see absolutely no problem with it, because the Department of Defense has done this before, where they barred gay people, women from certain things, and those same questions were brought up, and now they're integrated into the force.
The unfortunate reality is that because America's main economy revolves around murder, the Pentagon is also the largest hiring organization for trans people on the planet. That is the reality, unfortunately.
I would encourage my children to enlist.
Why? Honestly, free education. True. I am forever grateful for the post 9/11 GI Bill.
Bro, we will never get free college in this country. Do you understand? We will never get free college in this country. And this is one of the most important reasons as to why, okay? We just will not. Like, how sad is it that in European countries, okay, the socialist European countries, where they're teaching homosexuality and transgender rights in colleges, you can just get this shit for nearly free or free, and you can improve the American labor force, make it more competitive internationally, and the government provides that for you without you having to blow your fucking body up. That's crazy, dude. It's not even just OECD nations, though. I mean, Turkey has free college. But here in America, you gotta sell your body to the American military, baby. And only then can you get a fucking communications degree and also sell life insurance to all your fucking friends. With, of course, nice little PTSD on the side, though, as seasoning to fuck your day up.
I became a very different person because of education. And I can't imagine being thousands and thousands of dollars in debt right now, having to pay that back.
Adding to what you're saying, I would qualify the statement of I would encourage my children by saying the encouragement is there. It's not a forced, hey, you better join. Like, it's not that. It's if you don't know what the next steps are, you don't have a plan. And most people don't. They don't know what comes after high school. Why don't you go someplace where they already have a plan and you can just fit into the plan for a little bit?
I want to ask...
Dude, that's so terrible, dude. Yeah, that's called fucking college, dog. What the fuck?
Oh, yeah. You were back there. Look at this little guy.
Holy Christ, yeah.
I heard him laugh.
Yeah, I heard the chuckle. Jesus Christ.
First of all, I'd like to say that I mostly agree with everything that you guys said, you know. But, you know, for example, like when we talk about college, right? College being outrageously expensive in this country. I think a more productive way to address that is why is college in our country so expensive? I'm not sure if, as a parent, I would be comfortable with rolling the dice with my children when it comes to mental health, physical health, injuries, you know, things like that. I can provide my knowledge, my experience, those that I've met, veterans that I've met. But, you know, because you want what's best for your child, right? And so, yeah, I'm not entirely opposed to it, I guess is the
Well,
answer you're
you
looking
talk
for.
about wanting the best for them, but what's
Right.
the actual feeling you have on it? How do you genuinely feel about it as an individual, not the parent wanting the best for their child? Is it something you sit there and say, look, I get it, I support you because I actually believe in it, or I'm going to support you because I'm your parent, and I see the other side of it, and that kind of gives me that drawback of saying,
No, because look, I've benefited from the military greatly. Like I would not be sitting here the way I am today if it was not for the military. You know, so I totally understand that aspect. You know, but like I said, I just seen it go wrong too many times. You know, like young people coming back with shrapnel across their face, and their life is, you know, in the hands of the U.S. government, and I'm not entirely comfortable with just that aspect of it.
Hey, man, that's good. Yeah, I like your idea.
Yeah, the black shirt goatee dude was in the stock market video defending hedge funds, like straight up, unconditionally offering full-blown support to the hedge funds. So, time kind of racist, dude. What is kind of racist? Your mom? I know. I'm trying to fuck the hate out of her, though. Got him. That's all I'm gonna say. Going forward, I'm never gonna take these idiotic takes seriously. I'm just gonna say I had sexual intercourse with your mother, and she enjoyed it, and move on. Let's start. KTS intro compilations are always so aggro. Is this DMCA? Literal American war crime. Don't you feel like, look at that liberation, baby. I've seen people on TikTok get mad if you're disrespectful on Catholics. What does that even mean? Let freedom ring, baby. That's America, baby. Just quickly swing through, watch over the frames, 157. 325, someone entered it as 325. Okay, thank you.
The unimaginably horrific nature of the Vietnam War has somewhat made it a go-to occurrence for the use of satire. Films have often shown raw footage from the conflict overlaid with joyful music from the same era, which is to simulate the relative cluelessness and ignorance of mainstream culture, alongside the ironic nature of the melody when related to the subject matter of the lyrics. Some of the most famous comedic one-liners from Hollywood have been created through the topic of Vietnam, and this is because the comical elements are amplified due to the paradox of humor and war. Vietnam was the first war to be continuously caught on film and documented through the media, which gave many the false belief of perceptual understanding as they...
I mean, none of that is bloody. I don't know why I can't show that fucking conflict, to be honest. Like, I'm a little worried about it, but it's like...
watched from home. Others, however, were aware they were still completely oblivious to the real nature of war despite the frightful imagery, and that only those in the picture would truly understand the significance of what was taking place.
On the fifth day of the battle for Hue, the Marines moved out from the fortified army compound next to the original attack and advanced into the empty, abandoned buildings of what was Hue University. Contact. The first sniper shots ricochet around the thick walls of the building, taking the first casualties of the first squad. The snipers, maybe only 2 or 3, are visible in the buildings beyond the wall, but there is also a machine gun down the street to the left. The platoon leader has called...
It ain't me! It ain't me! I'm no senator, so yeah. Sorry. I almost want to... Okay, hold on. We gotta do that. I'm sorry. I have to play that. Like, I literally have to play that again. I'm in M60 with fucking Fortunate Son playing in the background as I fucking fly in. Hell yeah, brother. You got nang bazooka really fucking hard, brother. It ain't me. It's my favorite part, dude. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. It's like the haircut and everything. It's just, it makes it so good. Alright, let's keep going.
Called his men forward. There is to be an assault.
Much is left in shambles. The Marines advance building after building. The North Vietnamese retreat building after building, giving up nothing without a fight.
Roger, that was some sort of rifle grenade. It came all the way through the building, hit over the line.
In the front ranks of the Marines, a man is suddenly wounded.
Like, he's alive and there's no blood. He's alive and there's no blood. He's been hit in the eye with a shrapnel, but like, I don't know if I can show that or not.
No, from an enemy B-40 rocket. Despite the obvious pain, doctors later told him he will not lose the eye. And although the sound of the blast punctured his eardrum, he will not lose his hearing. This last segment of footage mainly focused on the 3rd Division of the U.S. Marine Corps, yet serving alongside them, and who in fact conducted the majority of the fighting on that particular day, was the 23rd Infantry Division of the U.S. Army, with Alpha Company leading the attack, and with a single platoon acting as the spear. Taking point for that platoon, meaning he would be the first into a firefight, was 21-year-old Andrew Brannan, who on the same day as the previously shown footage, would see his platoon leader get blown to pieces by a landmine. The following week, his actions in the field would later earn him the Bronze Star Medal for courage under fire. He would serve a second tour of Vietnam in 1970 with the same unit, and spent the majority of his time patrolling downrange in the jungle, and where he would go on to earn his second Bronze Star for bravery in combat. He would lose a total of 14 comrades over his time in theater, and returned home with what would subsequently be diagnosed as severe PTSD. He would get discharged from the Army soon after, and began working for a utilities company in Covington, Georgia. Then tragedy struck. His 31-year-old brother and fellow Vietnam veteran committed suicide. A few months later, his older brother, who also served in Vietnam, was killed in a plane crash while on a training assignment in the Army. This sequence of events caused a mental breakdown, and Andrew locked himself away in his parents' house for almost 2 years. His family found it difficult to engage him in conversation since the war, but after the breakdown, he became manic. He frantically and loudly blurted out the details of his time in combat as if reading from a script. His father would eventually convince him to see a therapist at the local counseling center, who then transferred him to the Veterans Affairs Hospital in Georgia. He was diagnosed with a severe form of PTSD, which had just been added to the DSM, and he was declared 100% disabled. Friends and acquaintances all continued to notice bizarre and scary behavior, which ranged from hyper-conversation with himself to talking loudly at others right next to him as if they were 50 yards away. His family then went out on a limb and got him a dog the following Christmas, which remarkably appeared to lift not only Andrew's spirits, but his cognitive state as well. He called him Moses, and according to the reports, absolutely adored that animal. They would spend the majority of their time together in the woods, and Andrew appeared to be considerably more at peace, even when around other people. The future was beginning to look positive, but it didn't last long. On January 12th of 1998, Andrew was 2 weeks late in refilling his prescription, the longest he had gone without medication since being diagnosed. On the way home from walking his dog, at exactly 5:38 p.m., his Toyota was clocked in at 98 miles per hour on the police radar. A less committed officer may have just let it go, but 22-year-old Deputy Kyle Dinkeller would not. His dash-mounted blue lights began flashing, and the Tacoma pulled over. Tragedy occurred over the following 3 minutes, as the police officer and veteran would engage in a ferocious firefight. Brannan drew an M1 carbine rifle out of his truck, got into a tactical stance, and began firing, at which point the deputy returned fire, but was soon overwhelmed by his well-trained adversary. He was shot 9 times, with a fatal shot being fired into his right eye. Brannan was shot once in the lower abdomen. He got back in his truck and sped off to his self-built primitive camp house just minutes from the shooting. He grabbed a tarp from the front porch and then staggered off into the woods with his pet following close behind. He eventually collapsed under a tree. Law enforcement raided his cabin and the surrounding forest by dawn. Police dogs picked up his scent, and Brannan was found with his pet Moses still by his side. His wound was clotted by the cold, and his condition was stable. He was arrested and taken to the hospital, where he would admit to killing the officer.
That is
Oof.
remarkably
Big oof.
less violent than
So
what
bad.
cops
No
do to
spies.
people that kill one of their own nowadays, especially considering he was already in
Dude,
a cabin.
Olivia crushed it
I'm
though.
surprised they were able to apprehend him without literally setting the cabin on fire, a fate that Christopher Dorner, of course, did not meet. JPEG Mafia sampled this guy?
Officer. A man committed a despicable and horrific crime, yet the origins of his undoing were clear for everyone to see, as they came from the harm done to him through his dedicated performance of assigned duties. Dozens of veterans, some of whom had never even met the defendant, would appeal for leniency, including servicemen from the Marines and Air Force. But their efforts were futile, as Brannon was found guilty of first-degree murder and rendered the sentence of death in late January of the year 2000. Capital punishment wouldn't even be considered in most circumstances. PTSD is a recognized psychiatric disorder that would often grant someone the same leniency as those diagnosed with a mental illness. So what makes this case different than the others? Why have dozens of veterans been shown mercy for similar and even worse crimes when Brannon received nothing of the sort? The answer will always be a source of speculation, but the majority would agree that a single element had the most impact. And that brings us to the medium of video and its psychological impact on the viewer. Video cameras reached consumer markets in the United States in the late 1970s, yet they were mainly used by families to document special moments, such as birthday parties or weddings. They had little impact on police work until the mid-80s, and became widespread by the 1990s. Audio and visual documentation is now the norm when encounters with suspects occur. And this has been widely known to have a dramatic impact on legal proceedings. Compared to story...
What the fuck? I don't know what that video is from, but that's a body cam footage of him just like unloading into a car.
The visual and auditory elements of video can influence a viewer's behavior to a far greater extent. Evoking the senses of both sight and hearing can spark subliminal memories of joy, sadness, anger, and fear. These emotional responses are what fuels perception and builds a stronger bond between the viewer and what they are watching, which in turn can greatly influence their decision-making as they feel more emotionally connected to the story. To adequately understand its effectiveness for the state, we must also appreciate its effectiveness for the defense. And the case of Markeith Lloyd is a recent example. The 41-year-old murdered his pregnant ex-girlfriend outside her parents' home in Orlando, and many cited the motive.
Wait, hold up, what?
Motive as revenge.
Look, you ain't learned yet? It's raining. Look, take me home. It's raining outside, y'all. Still trying to ski. Look.
Take me home.
For real, you not about to kill me and the baby. This man, he has to be stopped. Somebody stop him. He has to be stopped. This is ridiculous. I'm not gonna live past 25.
What the fuck?
Not like this. I know I still pray every day. Make sure I make it in this, even though I do that anyway. I don't know what I was getting myself into. I don't know what I signed up for.
The 24-year-old mother of two was shot 8 times in her torso, legs, and right foot. The younger brother was also shot 3 times, but managed to survive. Markeith went on the run, and just under a month later, gunned down 42-year-old police officer Deborah Clayton. She had attempted to arrest the suspect outside a Walmart just 6 miles from the first incident.
We can't do anything without you all letting us know what's going on, so that we can protect and save our children from violence. And we also, the police is here to help you. We're not here to hurt you, we're here to help you. And if you have any complaints, just follow up with the complaints. And believe me, we will look into them, okay? So don't give up on us despite everything you've seen on the news. We're here for you. So that was the reason for bringing the cops and the community together so we can start having a unity, building these relationships, and trusting each other.
I just sat in the car. It was cold that morning, and I was just warming the car up, putting water on my windshield. And that's when I seen Officer Deborah come out to her truck. She parks right in front of the store. And I was just sitting there, and I saw a chick walk up to her. And I physically heard her tell her, the dude that killed that pregnant girl is right there in the store. He's getting ready to come out. And Miss Deborah, as she's walking towards the store, that's when I heard her say, "Hey, you." And to me, all hell broke loose. And I stood up. That's when I stood up when I heard her say, "Hey, you." And I literally watched Markeith Lloyd. All I seen was him run around the pole, and I seen him pull his gun out, and they were shooting at each other like a Western movie. Miss Deborah, I want to say, let off about 6 to 7 shots. I don't know exactly. It was crazy that morning. And Mr. Markeith pretty much was trying to unload his gun on her. He was really trying to get rid of her. So I think it was something personal. And then all of a sudden, I see Miss Deborah fall. I guess that's when she must have called. I got shot or something on her radio, on her walkie-talkie. She was on her back. And as I got ready to run over there, Markeith Lloyd just kept shooting at this lady while she's on the ground. So I'm looking at her body literally jumping off the ground. From bullets, of course. He's unloading. He shot at her at least 5 or 6 more times as she's on the ground. And I just took off running.
Markeith would continue on the run for another 8 days until he was finally tracked down and found in an abandoned house in the west side of Orlando.
What the fuck? Holy shit.
As you can see, he was just kicked multiple times in the face. He was permanently blinded in one eye and sustained both a broken nose and fractured jaw.
When Lloyd was walked in front of our camera after his arrest, you could hear him say, "They beat me up," with his eyes swollen and
no shit, buddy. What the fuck do you mean, they beat me up?
eventually a bandage over it. But this report from the state's attorney's office says that force was justified, citing stand your ground. It goes on to say that officers were nervous when Lloyd surrendered and that he was wearing a bulletproof vest.
Yeah, right, dude. Okay. Like, there's a little bit of blood. It's
and that
fine,
he might
I
still
think,
have a
but
gun
still.
on him, and that he might try to grab an officer.
Like, let's be real, okay? I don't think they were legitimately worried. That's why they kicked him in the head, okay? They're just, like, one, he killed his pregnant girlfriend, and then two, he killed a cop. Like, of course they're gonna fucking beat his ass. I'm surprised they didn't shoot and kill him. Stand your ground. That's so funny. Like, I mean, it's, yeah, sorry, we were doing stand your ground, sir. He's like crawling on the ground, dude. What the fuck? Oh, dude. Okay, look. That's, no, they were getting a couple in. Like, he's a gigantic piece of shit.
His gun.
The footage of his arrest and injuries gained national attention, yet had minimal impact in the subsequent trial. The most significant piece of footage was the interrogation, and this was repeatedly used by the defense when addressing the jury. The police showed little to no interest in building the case, but instead subjected the suspect to as much discomfort and ridicule as possible.
Yeah, I mean, cops are fucking pieces of shit. Like, they are. In this case, it's a little bit different. You still shouldn't do it, but, you know. But, in this case, like, he killed his pregnant girlfriend and also a cop.
They were led by emotion as opposed to their training, and this would work greatly in the suspect's favor later on in court.
But what? Stop being such a sick fuck? What do you mean? Bro, how did this case jump from like, to like, I guess this is the cop killer, JCS.
Markeith, I'm Detective Caters with Orlando Police. We'll talk about that here in a second. Okay. Can you sit up and tell me your name?
We're here already, man. This part of the story is already written.
We're gonna move forward from here. You write the rest. But what I don't want is for me to give you respect and for you to treat me like I'm a punk. You can't even sit up and look at me.
Marquise, ain't nobody in this room beat your ass.
You worry about how you feeling right now. Okay? Well, tell me something, man. What goes through your mind when you think about your baby in that belly and not living anymore? That baby died because of the actions that happened that day. So you worry about you, that is gonna heat.
Doesn't matter how you justify it, don't defend thuggish behavior by police as a disgusting precedent. I fully agree. They should not, I agree with you. That's why I said, like, it's just fucking cops are behaving like fucking assholes. Like, this is the kind of attitude that also allows cops to behave this way whenever they assume someone is a criminal when that person is not a criminal. You can't play judge, jury, and executioner. This is a big part of the fucking problem with policing in this country. That's why we have these sorts of rules and accountability. Chad, Islam was shitting on cops yesterday. Where were you there then? Yeah. This guy's a fucking monster, okay? So it's a difficult instance to have, like, some kind of sympathy, but...
Ew. That you might get a scar. You know what? In 3 days, you'll be eating fine. That baby is dead.
You talking all this shit about how badass you are, but when the officers confront you in the house on Lescott, what'd you do? You bitched out. So you get confronted by a female at the front door with your unborn child in her. What do? You light her up. Sergeant Clayton's trying to do her job and tell you what to do. What do? You hide behind a pillar and you light her up. Because you a bitch in body armor.
For the first time in your life, a man just like you stands right in front of your face and tells you the truth. Because in the street, you say what you want and motherfuckers don't do shit because they scare you. I'm not scaring you. I'm telling you the truth, and you can't handle that. You cannot handle.
I mean, like, if you're not afraid of them, just, take the cuffs off. Like, let's be real. Like, yeah, this is a terrible interrogation. I'm surprised this case wasn't thrown out, too. This is ridiculous. Like, leave it up to the fucking American Police Department in Florida to, like, still have like wrongdoing and fault in a case where they're literally apprehending and interrogating a dude who killed his pregnant wife and then another cop. Like, just leave it up to the fucking Florida police to still, like, how are you gonna let this guy garner any kind of fucking, like, not even sympathy, but, like, how do you let this guy get, like, an opportunity to even defend himself?
Because a grown-ass man like you, me, is telling you the truth to your face, and you can't even talk. You want a little freaking band-aid on your face. That's a move, and you know it. You worry about the little blood coming from your face.
You give a shit at all to that woman who's probably one of the truly nicest, biggest heart police officers I've ever met in my life. A woman who truly gave a shit about this community, who truly got into this line of work to make the community a better place.
So that's what I was gonna say. Some cops, and I've talked about this before, some cops legitimately join the police force because they think that they can do good. Okay? Maybe throughout their career they get hardened and no longer can operate that way. But I love that this guy recognizes that and literally says, you killed one of the nicest cops who truly joined to make the community better. Implying that a lot of cops literally do not care about that, okay? You're like, you killed the one fucking good cop. He's literally just admitting, he's like, unlike us, we're fucking assholes, okay? You killed the one good cop, we're fucking assholes.
Please.
You ever heard one bad apple? This is the one good apple. And you fucking killed her.
Whatever, dude. You're a little bitch and you know it. You want to say anything to that family? Do you want to say anything to that family? What respect do you deserve?
You call a guy with a gun and body armor gunning down a pregnant woman and taking a police officer by surprise a tough guy? Wait, no, I'm not saying he's a tough guy. What? Where did I say that? Yo, Yo, chat, let me ask you something. Do you guys like, you know you can watch the video on your own and then, like, act like I'm coming up with, weird shit that I've never said? I mean, you're doing that anyway, so you might as well do that on your own. You're just, like, making stuff up. Not chat, like, in its entirety, but there's always, like, people who will just make stuff up in the chat, like, I can't believe you said you love this guy. I can't believe you said this guy is innocent and you love him. Kind of fucked up. You said they should take the cuffs off. I think that implied the tough guy thing. Yeah, I mean, they're shitting on him, but, like, also he's fucking brutally injured and also is in handcuffs. You know, this guy's, like, portraying himself as a macho man. I'm not saying he's a tough guy, but a little bit easier to say that when, you know, the guy's, like, literally fucking dying in front of you and handcuffed.
You deserve the respect of any rabid dog on the street.
All right, well, go
okay?
Don't be standing in front of me for that.
The time right now is gonna be. Open your eyes, Marquis.
Notice how I never said that he was a tough guy, though? He's a big tough guy. Notice how that didn't happen? That's what I'm saying. You're, like, putting words in my mouth.
Open your eyes. That was a true angel right there you put down. It was a true angel you put down because you're a pointless little fucking dog.
How about not platform killers and their motives for profit? It's my favorite take, dude. Yo, if you platform murder, people are gonna do murder, dude. Like, it's kind of fucked up that you're platforming murder. Hey, chat, murder is wrong, okay? Don't forget. Oh, what a take, dude. Chat will literally say anything.
My only regret is that you're breathing right now. Get what you got coming.
I thought you were ready to put up a fight. Right, I don't get nothing.
You don't fear nothing.
You know what? Beat this case. Put me in the street. Beat the case. That's what you gotta do. Beat the case. Beat the case. Because there won't be another fucking day. You know when next time it's gonna happen? He's not gonna be Sergeant Clayton. He's gonna be somebody like me.
Floyd's attorneys plan to use an insanity defense, they say, but at the center of today's hearing was new video showing the moments after Lloyd's arrest that has...
Before I watched JCS, murder rate was 0. Since I started watching JCS, everybody's getting murdered, dude. You're literally showing murder to 40K viewers. How is that not promoting LMAO? Funny how you just bend whatever chat says to your will. Guys, one day I'll be done with JCS videos. Murder rate dropped to 0. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. I'm sorry for promoting murder, dude.
His defense says proved police were biased against Lloyd.
This is new video that shows detectives dressing up a bandaged Markeith Lloyd moments after his arrest. And his attorneys arguing from these first moments, Orlando police had a prejudice against him.
From the beginning of this investigation, the Orlando Police Department has had a focused anger and hate towards my client because of him taking the life of one of their officers.
His attorney, Terry Lenneman, wanting to show the jury this video of an interrogation of Lloyd, who several times during the interview complained about his handcuffs that once belonged to Lieutenant Clayton being on too tight.
The focus isn't on what my client's saying other than him begging these officers for over an hour and a half for help and being ignored completely by them and mocked and laughed.
I have to pee so bad.
Other things.
Breaking news right now at 12:30 here on Eyewitness News at noon. This is live from the Orange County Courthouse where the jury's recommendation...
But I can't because, like, the fucking footage, like, I need to make sure that this footage is not shown, you know what I mean? There's, like, parts of it that might be bad.
The sentence for this man, Markeith Lloyd, is about to be announced.
We, the jury, unanimously find that the aggravating
factors are sufficient to warrant a possible sentence of death? No. Dated this 23rd day of October, year 2019, in Orange County, Florida, signed by the foreperson.
Markeith was spared the death penalty and sentenced to life in prison instead. With all the factors considered, it came as a shock to the wider public. Yet those who were following the trial closely weren't as surprised, as the alleged police negligence during his interrogation was drummed into the jury at the later stages. Had the jury simply been told of the interrogator's conduct, as opposed to witnessing it with their own eyes, the outcome of the trial may have gone different, and Markeith could have been sitting on death row at this very moment. Video. It resonates.
That was an insane tangent, dude. This is a video about Andy B, and in order to justify, or in order to make an argument that, like, that videos actually end up, you know, creating, like a much stronger narrative, he ran. That was like a 10-minute fucking break. It's longer than the actual video. How the fuck was he doing 98? It's the Toyota Hilux, I think.
Driver, step back here to me. Come on back here for me. Come on back. How you doing today? Good. Come on back here. Keep your hands out of your pocket. Keep your hands out of your pocket, sir. Sir. Come here.
Oh no. Don't watch, you'll get banned? What do you mean? Why would I get banned? There's no, it doesn't show the... It doesn't show the actual fucking... This is the video every cop watches that makes them pull their gun first. They cut the screaming out, chat, stop freaking out. How are you calling out a tangent for relevant info taking longer than the video and that's like 50% of your brand? Okay. I don't like that you just fucking called me out like that. Industrial havoc. Okay? Another part of my brand is running the fucking top of the hour ad break. So right before a pivotal moment like this, to bait you into fucking subscribing so you can have an ad-free broadcasting experience. Oh. Just kidding, I'll probably wait, but regardless. Top of the hour, every hour, it's time for a 60-second ad break. You no longer want to see the ads. If you want an ad-free broadcast experience, important moments like this get lost sometimes, you know? You need to subscribe, baby. All you need to do. And you can do it for free. Yeah. No, it punishes the poor, so we appreciate you waiting for us losers. Sorry, dude. Why don't you fucking slide on the Indeed scale, dude? Make it slide the more expensive side. But yeah, Primes are free, or you can use a VPN or an ad block. Here's the ad break now. Now I'm gonna go pee while this waits. While this. legs are on fire, dude. Wow, that was a perfect 1 minute piss. Oh my god, that was a perfect... I actually applaud myself for being able to pee exactly in 60 seconds. If his girlfriend was pregnant, why would it matter since you're pro-abortion? I love that people refuse to recognize this. Like, abortion is when you don't want to carry a pregnancy to term. Murder is when you are intending to carry a pregnancy to term and you want that baby, and then that baby is taken away from you. An abortion for forcibly aborting a fetus that someone wants to carry to term is different than an abortion. Very cool, though. Of course, the reason why people don't understand this is because it revolves around consent, a concept that people that are anti-abortion cannot comprehend, and also autonomy over a woman's body. These are the two fundamental planks here, okay? It's a choice, a woman's choice in that situation. That's kind of the whole reason. I've only been watching for a day or two, and even I can tell when Chad is trolling you. What about the baby's choice? This is a human life after all? Yeah, dude. Totally. The baby's choice. Okay, let's keep going.
Sir, come here. 37 Radio 1078. Come here. Sir, get back. Where are you from? Sir, get back. Now, get back. Get back. Sir, get back now. No. Get back. Fuck you. Sir, get back. No. I'm telling you now. Get back, sir. Sir, get back. Sir, get back.
I paid 30 euros to watch the stream on an 8-hour flight. If this motherfucker doesn't play Rust, I'm a freak. Don't worry, brother. I will.
Get back. And I am not. Fuck you. Sir, get back now. Get back. Get back. Get back now.
He's not high on drugs, Chad. He has PTSD. He's on 100% disability from the VA. He's a Vietnam War veteran, and he is like, he hasn't taken his medication and having a breakdown. Basically, he hasn't taken his medication for like a super long time. So he's snapping. That's what you're watching someone. 1078 means need backup urgent. If Jesus actually shows this, then warning, the audio is incredibly horrifying, and I'm someone who usually is not shy to watch stuff like this.
Can I say, sir, get back now! Sir, get back now!
I'm actually surprised the cops didn't shoot him up to this point.
16. Sir, get back! Get out of the car now! Sir, get out of the car!
Comes out, pulls his weapon out.
I am doing my right! Get back here now!
Brannon now pulls his rifle out of the car for a split second, just enough so the officer can see it.
Get to your vehicle! Put the gun down! Where I got now the gun? I need help! Put the gun down!
Brannon has purposefully let the officer know he is armed, and has now stuck his head up in the line of fire twice. The officer is well within his right to shoot at this point, and Brannon would know this. In the next moment, he will jerk his head up in an abrupt manner as if he's about to fire, but doesn't.
Put it down now!
He now keeps his head in the line of fire for over 10 seconds while disobeying the orders to drop his weapon. One could safely assume that he is trying to commit suicide at this moment.
Put the guy down!
Now, will see Brannon get into a tactical firing position. Unlike before when he kept his head stationary, he will abruptly move in a sporadic motion, making himself a harder target. It's as though something switches in his mind, and he goes from wanting to die to trying to kill.
Drop the gun now!
Jesus fucking Christ, dude. He's literally dodging bullets, dude. That's insane.
It gave the jury...
They don't show him. The full clip apparently has his, like, actual death rattles, basically. Chat, that's not training, okay? He's jiggle peeking and shit. That's not military training. That's going to Vietnam is different than getting like actual training to be a good shooter, okay? That's fucking, you survived war. That's what that is. He's running around like a fucking Rainbow Six player strat. That's it. That's like different than just like literally getting a proper training. The from what I understand, what people are saying, dude, this triggers me so much. Like whenever people say like, you stole my joke. No, dude, the joke that you came up with was not all that original. You know why I know that? Because I came up with it as well, and I'm an unoriginal ass, okay? Stop thinking that, like, I steal every fucking joke from chat. After a while, we come to the same fucking humor and same conclusions because we literally spend 11 hours every day together, okay? Anyway. As I was saying, that is like, why not call that cop a bastard? He handled that way too passively, got him killed. No, I think that cop wasn't being an asshole at all. Like he was actually doing the right thing. Except, just like seeing psychopathic murderers and rapists should not change my convictions about how we should still focus on rehabilitation over incarceration. Seeing a cop do the right thing and get murdered by someone who literally is experiencing like an actual snapping moment, a psychopathic breakdown, does not change the reality that like in 99.9% of the situations, cops should be reacting that way because and trying to de-escalate because the other person is not going to be a fucking Vietnam War veteran who hasn't taken their, taken their medication. That video was sampled in a song called I Just Killed a Cop, Now I'm Horny by JPEG Mafia. It's actually a good song. And even in that situation, there's like, he should have de-escalated. I know that most people look at that and go, the cop should have shot him immediately. The cop should have shot him immediately. Okay? There is a point that he should have shot, which is when he pulls out his gun. He knows he pulled out his gun. That's the point where it's like, it's fair play at that. It's fair game, okay? But leading up to that point, there are still multiple things that a cop can do to try to de-escalate the situation. Not yelling at the guy, who is clearly in like a, not the appropriate mental. What? Quit talking over veteran voices? Honestly, they go through so much shit on home by every institution. When they come back, they have a hard time getting medical therapeutic help, and a lot of them get diagnosed with terminal cases being unable to avoid the ads. I already ran the ad. That's the worst part. Like, I ran the ad already. That was fucked up, dude. That was actually fucked up. That was worse than anything I've done so far, okay? That was literally worse than my ad segues. I usually don't transition on, like, a serious note like that, okay? Jesus fucking Christ, that's my Joker moment. This is where I snap.
Tunnel vision focus on the tragic demise of a police officer, while the origins of a soldier's psychological undoing were driven into the dark and out of sight. Nearly 15 years later, on January 13, 2015, the state of Georgia executed Andrew Brennan by lethal injection. He would...
Like, Andrew Brennan is a perfect example of someone who could absolutely be rehabilitated, okay? Like, I hate to say this design. I don't hate to say it. I'm just gonna say it with my entire chest, actually. That motherfucker should not be murdered by the state. No shot. That dude is 100%, 1000% the type of person who could very easily be medicated and rehabilitated. The state broke his brain. They sent him out to become a fucking murderer, a war machine. Then they medicated him appropriately. He fucked up or forgot to take his medication. He snapped, and then the state took his fucking life. That's crazy. Honestly, there is a lot of joke made out of terrible shit, and it's sad sometimes. Kind of feels a bit dehumanizing sometimes. What makes the situation so different from the guy with the brain bleed? Because it's not real! Because that wasn't real! You literally missed the point of the guy with the brain bleed, okay? Why do we have empathy for one and not the other? They both killed cops. Genuine question. A lot of people in this chat don't give a fuck that the cop died. You dumbass. You dumbass. You literally hyper-focused on that guy killing a cop and forgetting that, like, you're so stupid. Like, you're missing the point. That entire video was about how the physiological problems that person was encountering were not the real reason why he engaged in the actions that he engaged in. Oh my fucking God. This is quite literally not Rust.
Was 66 years old. His last words were, "I extend my condolences to the Dinkheller family."
He still murdered a person. Oh shit, never mind, dude. If you murder a person, you should get murdered. Actually, some of you literally believe that, which is why I should not let that hanging. That's fucked up. If murder is wrong, and it is, then the state should not do it. Okay?
Especially Kyle's parents and his wife and his 2 children. I am proud to have been able to walk point for my comrades and pray that the exact same thing does not happen to any of them. I'm glad to be getting out of this place.
It's so, like, this dude is not, like...
I'd like to build the world a home and furnish it with love. Grow apple trees and honey.
Holy shit, it's so loud. I'm like worried that there's gonna be some fucked up shit here. I gotta eat before I do Rust, so I will be fucking watching another one of these videos.
Of course, I pulled 3 of these
Ted Bundy should just be in prison forever? What? No. There's no capital punishment, but like Ted Bundy should be fucking away from people. Like, it's very clear that he ran away from prison and murdered people. Like, that, yeah, I admit, there are people who you have to keep away forever.
sabotage.
I don't, Dad, no!
And with that, my hero sheaths his sword, vowing to fight another day. My turn has ended.
Okay, my turn. All right. The silence on the battlefield is pierced by a screeching roar.
Now you got it.
The misty air is whipped into a frenzy by the dull thump of flapping wings. The winds from the east have brought with them a harbinger of fire and destruction. But wait, what's that? In the distance, a horn sounds.
Yes.
Pointing at me.
What's the most confusing thing about other humans?
You said humans as if it's a different species. What's so strange about them? I think, like, the fact that they just all instinctively know and they